guys, welcome back to Skyblock Survival. This is the first recording since over my winter break. So all the videos, the last like 7 or 8 videos you've seen, I actually recorded week and a half ago. Haven't not played Skyblock in about a good week or so. I did play for the last hour or two doing some off-screen work while I talked to Skatem and Zerthik and the rest of the gang, and was catching up with Skatem, seeing what he had done. He's about one stage ahead of me, but that's because he has Vein Miner installed, so he was able to really get his technology up and running a little bit quicker, specifically with collecting it or turning in the gravel to go ahead and, smash all that and then to sift all of that. So I have a couple things to talk about, a couple things to show that I did, a couple things I want to make, and then we'll maybe work towards getting some actual progress here. So without further ado, let's hop into the game here. Some mobs spawn. I've been having problems, like sometimes I want to have them spawn for a day or two, and the next thing I'll actually get stuff. So we actually get stuff. We have an Enderman. Ender pearls are important, so I've got our Ender sword. So we're going to go ahead and go through and kill everything here. Kill this thing quick before it pops out. Little Diva came to visit. I added some random people from Avius, some of my friends. So here's Little Diva. Sorry, Diva. You must... Oh wait, did you drop an Ender Pearl too? Or did I just not pick it up from before? I think I just didn't pick it up from before. I'm gonna try anyways. Because it just... Oh, she probably picked it up. Okay, that's what happened. Because I was like, this sword makes everybody drop it? Why am I not using it? Oh, I got Little Diva's head? What are the chances? Oh my gosh, I can make a statue. I was watching Hey That's Gaming, and she wants to make a collection of like all of her people. And you need the heads to make statues. And she's been trying to get heads, but now I've got ourselves a head, and I wasn't even trying on that one. We have very different lucks, her and I, when we record. She just never has luck when she records, unfortunately. So yeah, I went ahead and built this area over here. This is going to be some farming. I'm going to lay some stuff out. I was trying to get some dirt. I needed more iron for... Basically, I needed more iron to shear the trees, and I need more trees to grow now. But yeah, so this here, to get more dirt so we can put the farm over there. Checking up on the achievement thing. This, I'm deciding how I want to do this yet. I'm not ready to build this right now. I'm either going to build a giant contraption off screen, or we're going to build a very small one together on screen. I haven't decided which one I want to do yet. I'm still looking online, waiting to see what Hey That's Gaming does, and see. I need to watch and see what Bacon Donuts contraption is, because maybe there's an easier way to do that. But basically, we're finished with the Stone Age. Not officially, but we really are. So I'd like to move to the Farming Age, because we need to get some stuff farming before we can really work on the next one here. So we have a bunch of stuff. What we're going to do is prepare a farming space for several crops, and then we're going to go ahead and plant some stuff, get the watering can going, and then go from there. So before I go work on that, I want to do a couple of things. First up, I was getting some obsidian, so this is... Okay, that's still not melted yet. I went ahead and made some more obsidian because Skatem was informing me about... my XP cow here. You see the liquid XP? This is apparently actually kind of rare thing that I got. More rare than I was really thinking. What is this? Zombie skeleton. I guess I'll kill him anyways. Might get a loot bag, you never know. But either way, geez, getting lots of heads. We're pretty lucky. Either way, you can make tanks. And then in the tanks, you can store all sorts of molten things, basically all of the molten things in the game. And one of the things you can store is liquid XP. And he says what he does is, I'll show you here. If we look up tank, so you can basically make this tank here, which is really easy to make. We're going to go ahead and make the glass, and then I have the obsidian. So we'll make 2 tanks because I want to fill the tanks with liquid XP, which holds 16 buckets worth. 1 tank, and we'll get 2, which is quite a good bit. And then what he did is what he says he does, because, and he's afraid he dies and loses all of his XP. What he does is he has an XP drain and drains his XP out into storage tanks and stores them up until he can get enchanting. Now this is an XP shower. I'm assuming these are together and they work in the same opposite manners, in which case this gives me XP. In which case, to me, it can't be this easy. It can't be as easy as putting tanks together, going with buckets from that cow, filling up a crap ton of buckets, putting in the buckets in those tanks, and then standing there as the tanks shower you. Either it's not that easy from converting liquid into actual XP, or one bucket is actually really not that many XP orbs at all, or I actually got insanely lucky and this is super cheap that I have this. So we're going to build those tanks and stuff first. I did some more sifting. Let me put all this stuff away. Actually, let me look up statue real quick. Is that something I craft here? Farming station, statue. Yeah, I'll have to wait to see how Hey That's Gaming does that to learn. Some things you just can't find in here, and you just have to learn from watching videos. But either way, we did get Little Diva's head, so hopefully we can do something with that. Oh, we did get a loot bag. I didn't even notice. Let's open it up. It's a common one, but I'll take it. Name tag, of course, can use that. Nether quartz, 14 nether quartz. That is really nice. I think you can get from sifting something, but that is really nice that we have that. Inscriber calculation press. No idea what that is. And what is this? Miniature red heart crafting item. Part of a low-level heart canister. Can be eaten to restore. I can eat this? That's interesting. Heart. Miniature green heart. Red heart canister. Accessory. Permanent health increase. How do I make it? I have the miniature red heart. You need empty canister, necrotic bone, jeweled apple. Oh, geez. It's a permanent health increase, though? I don't know. There's so many things you can craft with things. I really should decorate some more stuff, but either way, I don't know. What is this? Topiary grass. How do I get this? Oh, I can make that like right now? And then I can sift that. Okay, that's again, I'm getting stuck into like looking at more mods. That's not really what's important right now. Either way, I think this is going to be something that's going to be useful down the road. So we'll go ahead and store this. I have a bunch of stuff to put away, so sorry about that. Yeah, I basically got some more ores. One thing that did happen when I was sifting a bunch of gravel, I did get a diamond and a second emerald here. So I actually got the diamonds achievement. Which means I want to go run down and go into the nether just to get that achievement for achievement's sake. Because that's an important part of the game. All this other stuff is just madness. It's madness. I want the nether quartz down here somewhere. Creeper heads. You can see I've really just started to accumulate a lot of stuff really fast. You accumulate things like exponentially. All that flint I got. Okay, that's like good for now, basically. How much iron do we have? Well, let's go to that nether portal, because now I can actually get that achievement. I did build myself up almost to those. I got above the clouds because I had my giant thingamabobber. I didn't finish that statement, did I? I was smashing cobblestone. So I was building a giant tower up, and I got above the clouds. Not quite to those other clouds, but those other clouds are a separate column up there. So, there we go. We need to go deeper. I don't understand the nether. I don't even know what those are. I'm not quite close enough. But anyways, I built myself up to them, and they're at the very top of the world. I got above the normal clouds, saw them, got like halfway to them, and that was really about it. But those are up there, and we'll get to those at some point. So that happened. We got that achievement out of the way, so I just wanted to do that now that we got diamonds. Since you guys were here, I wish you would have been able to see the diamond one, but I literally had stacks in my inventory and had my mouse button taped down because I refused to use main miner. Because I feel like that's just a little cheap. And because Skatum's using it, so I just want one reason to say, like, why mine's better. But, you know. Do we have any glass? We do. We don't have enough to make panes. And I don't... Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? That's just so inconvenient. That's just extremely inconvenient. Sorry, just probably busted your ears out. Well, we'll take this. Smash this. Smash this. Take this down. Sorry. That in there, because we need panes to make the tanks. And then we need our iron to make the tanks, or to make the shower. And then I guess we can make the drain too, but I really just like the shower, because if I've got a cow that gives me, like, unlimited amounts, like, what the heck? This probably isn't going to work, and I'm going to get upset, but I'm going to at least try it here with you guys. All right, 2 tanks. A shower. And then I just want to try the shower first. I want to try the shower first. So for instance, let's just stick these right here. Like we've got a big tank here. And then where do I put this? What if I put this like right there? Okay. Now, I don't want to drain my own XP, but what if I just do this? Oh. That does work. At least I can store the liquid XP. Now what happens when I hit this? Do I have to fill it up more? There's no way this shower is this easy to get XP. I do want to get more buckets from him. I could at least make a drain and use some of that iron, but no, I don't want to use that iron because I want to make the auto. I really want to make the auto sieve so I can get a bunch, because I don't mind smashing it with a tower. That's like one process down, but I want to automate 2 things. Basically, smashing into gravel and then sifting the gravel to get the ores. Okay, this is going to take a little while. How do you use showers? Let me go Google this real quick, and I'll be back. Okay, I did just peek real quick, and it says if you put a redstone signal, it turns it off, but by default, it's just on. Oh, there we go. It's working. Wow, I'm getting a whole bunch. This is amazing. So it has to connect it to one, like I connected up here, there was no XP in it, so you always connect it to the bottom one, which means I should probably hold these. I should probably move this and put this over here so I can just click from the cow, and then I can just stand over there and do that. But you can see I got 24 levels. Let's go ahead and unlock ourselves another slot. There we go. We got 30 XP for the next one. That's actually fantastic. Let's go back in here and take a peek at our cow. I think it has a cooldown time. Or not. Maybe it does, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But I should probably move those tanks. I might actually move those tanks right in here. Because I would really like to just be able to click, boom, click, boom. Who is this? Zombie. But yeah. So I'll work on that off screen. I'll get that set up, and I'll just be able to get myself. We can unlock those slots, no problem, if we got that fluid cow spawned. I mean, that's pretty incredible. Let's see how many levels one bucket gives us, especially when we have no XP whatsoever. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. Okay. Cool. That's not anything, right? It's not like XP farm. Speaking of which, before PAX East, which Bacon Donut is going to, he said he will be releasing a bug update that will, basically he's going to release another patch update because, you know, we're on 2.2.2 now. That just updated, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that last time, it just updated Moo Fluids. That's what I'm on now. So he just really updated like that one plugin, so servers could work. But basically, he's going to release another patch update where he's going to update a bunch of bugs by updating plugins as people have updated, and then with that, he said he would also add more achievements into the achievement table for us to get. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, and hopefully we'll see that soon. I'm going to put that in here because this is like my chest of just square things that do stuff that I don't know. Let's put this away, put that away. I got my shears, so let's take our dirt and let's go. Let me shear this really quick because I do want to get some more dirt. But basically I want to plant all of the crops that we have so far and get our farm like up and running so that we can say we've done that and check off a couple of those things. I got some iron, and hopefully we can make ourselves a watering can as well, because that's supposed to help. And that can help with this situation with the trees as well. But I have so many bones, I really should just be using bone meal for my trees on like a daily basis, but I don't. For some reason, I don't. Usually I'm doing so many other things that it's really not a big deal when like all of a sudden, like I rarely am just like sitting around doing nothing but trees. It's like, okay, hey, a tree grew, let me get it and go back to whatever else I was doing. Again, leaves to me are the best way to get up there. Okay, so we're going to assume we're in the farming age now. So the first thing we need to do is prepare a farming space and make a watering can. Watering can, and then I've got enough dirt to go prepare a space. Watering can. There we go. Okay, so this says it's peaceful mode only. We're not in that. So we've got a bone meal, we need a bowl, and we need 4 iron. So let's go ahead and craft that. I think once you make 1, you're good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bone meal. And then a bowl. I can make a bowl. I can make lots of bowls. So we got a bowl, bone. I don't know why we need the bone meal. There it is. Watering can. All right, I think we can go fill it up with water just by going here. Yeah, it's filled with water now, so let's go try. I think if you hold it on a crop. Yeah, there we go. See, it's watering it now. So I think this is like actively applying bone meal, so it might grow. Let's just see. I want to see how much water this holds. There's no like mark that shows me how much water it holds. But I think if I do this, it gets them to grow. Oh yeah, there we go. That wasn't bad at all. Okay, cool. That's good to note. Made ourselves a watering can. I have to make a sprinkler later. But either way, let's see what crops do we have here. Seeds, melon seeds, pumpkin seeds, and then I basically want to have a field where I can go place bone meal in, but I can do that in the animal one, I guess, and get some seeds. But we'll do one over here too. Oh, and we need to go smash some things. I do need to smash a little bit because we need some sand for sugarcane. Because it grows faster. Sugarcane goes a little bit faster on sand, so we might as well take advantage of that. No reason why we shouldn't. Boom, boom, boom. This will be good enough for now. Do I have my bucket with me? I do. We'll need to fill that with water. Also, do I have a hoe? I think I might need to make a hoe. No, I'm pretty sure I got a hoe in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I'm like, we did that one crop square that one time. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, floating. Ugh. Well, basically, we have 19 dirt. So let's just start by making a little square here. Where I can place some water in the middle of it. But of course I'll get more dirt as we go along. Let me make some more slabs. We have so much cobble, I really should not have to worry about this. this. That'll work. I think wood looks nicer, but I really need to be using cobble right now, so yeah, we're gonna use cobble. I'm gonna put fences on and like widen this out and stuff, of course, later, but for now, this is it. It's just the thing with this is like now I want to move things all the time. I want to make things symmetrical, but it's so hard to do that because you don't have the resources to make things as you want the first time. So you have to build them a little bit, collect resources, and then tear them down and like rebuild them, you know. I think you know. Let's see. Did I not bring all of our crops up? I did not. Well, first of all, I got to plow all these. And then second of all, I guess I can just go ahead and do some sand back here. Like that. Sure, that works. Yeah, we'll do that. I won't grow any grass over there. I'll bring the bone meal, bring this, one of these, right? That's all the crops we have right now. Of course, I have the saplings, of course. I know I need to sift dirt. Not dirt. Well, dirt to get a couple more seeds, but I know I need to sift sand because I can get cacti seeds and whatnot. But let's see. Let's plant all of these here. Let's see. Let's plant... Oh, I need water. Derp. Herp derp. Because I can. Oh, I should probably press F7. Make sure nothing can spawn. Okay. Shoot. I don't know. I'm messing this up. Why do I not have tools? I hate how you can't shift click and it doesn't put it in the extra hotbar. I keep trying to do that. That's my problem. Put that one there and that one there so they'll both grow there. Make it nice and easy. Actually, I could just replace that with sand. That might actually be the easier thing to do. Until I get more. Let's do that. Where's flintlock wood? There's flintlock wood, not shift clicking. I keep trying to shift click, sorry. Boom, sugarcane, sweet. Okay, so we've got our couple crops that we have growing. So we've got ourselves a farming area, and off screen I'm going to get a bunch more dirt. We'll sift some more dirt, and I'll sift some more sand as well. I'll do a little bit off screen, or actually before we probably do that, what I'm going to do is make the auto sieve and the auto thing, and that'll be another episode here. Prepare a farming space for several crops. Break tall grass to get manicchio seeds. How do we get tall grass? We'll try in a minute. Oh, I think I forgot about these. Skaden was telling me something about these. What does this say? It says manicchio seed. This is manicchio essence. Is this something I can plant directly? No, it's not. Okay. So this I still don't know what to do with this. Again, I haven't read your comments yet. Ugh, I'm sorry. I want to go to bed. So I was just playing real quick. Just to catch up before I forgot what I was doing for you guys. Oh, we can make tall grass like this. One tall grass at a time, but we can collect flowers, which we need for an achievement, I know. Peanut? I might have to spend some time doing this. Oh god. Sorry. What? Wait, What? That's confusing. That glitched. That glitched. I have a peanut though. What do I do with the peanut? Food plus? So I bet you I can't grow this. But I can make peanut butter in a workshop table, which I can use to make peanut butter cookies. Oh, this is neat. That's cute. We'll have to look at the achievements of that another time. Either way. Another tree. This thing is a tree we grew with the watering can. Alright, so I want to look with you guys a little bit in the not enough items thing to look at the stuff we're going to craft in the next episode. We'll actually should really start working on automating some things. Because while I could work on some of these things, like I could work on collecting more stuff, I would be working on it off screen. I might as well go ahead and automate things. I think we have the resources, work off screen to get the resources to automate things, and then we'll start collecting more of that, because otherwise I think it's just kind of like ridiculous. There's no point in me working off screen twice. I might as well just go ahead and start automating things, because we automated this cobble thing. We have the nodes for it. I've got a couple things I think we need to craft, and we'll look at those here in a second. But apparently tall grass, I'm assuming that means the double high grass, in which case we really have to work with that. I'll just have to spend some time in there with that. But I don't know what a matak is. We'll have to look at that. We've started a food farm, but we haven't started a Manicchio farm. Let's look up a sprinkler. Can we craft a sprinkler? Sprinkled donut. Oh, we could almost make this, but we'll make this soon. Okay, so anyways, there is a mod in here. So there was a couple ways to do some things last time. You used some of the other mods to take advantage of the process. However, this time there's something new. It's another mod. It's called X Asterisk. It's supposed to work with X Nihilo. It's added some things, such as, for instance, the automatic hammer and the automatic sieve. Now, there is also the autonomous activator from thermal expansion. You can see this needs some stuff to make. It's actually not too crazy to make. Yeah, it's really not too crazy. And hey, That's Gaming had this process where you get one to place and one to break, and it works with a vacuum hopper. It works. It was actually a really nice setup because you didn't need to power these. These things kind of just work. However, we have to make an automatic sieve at least, because you can't like sift. I'm sorry, sieve. It's not sieve, it's sieve. Automatic sieve. You're sieving. So basically we need a couple things. We need electrium gear and we need Invar ingot. Invar we get from an Invar blend, which we get from iron powder and pulverized ferrous metal. In order to get those, we have to put them in a grindstone. So basically we have to make a contraption first. Okay, so I'm going to make a list of all the things we have to make in the order we make them. First things first, we make a quartz grindstone. Now I have got nether quartz, which was really great. Because basically it's a wood gear with quartz in there that grinds things up with your stone. So the wooden gear is easy to make, of course, but I have actual quartz that we just got from that thing. We got 14 of them, which was awesome. But I think you need at least one of these, so I have one, but then I have the quartz for the rest of it. So we can at least make that. You can power that by hand crank, and then after powering that by hand crank, you can do something else. You power that by hand crank, and then you'll grind the powder up, and then you make the powder into a blend, and then the same thing, I believe, with the other stuff, which was the, let's look up auto. So the electrium, you make electrium by making an electrium blend, which is something very similar, which is silver and gold, so you need the pulverizer basically regardless. So I think we actually could probably make the automatic sieve pretty nice now that we have the smeltery. The automatic hammer is going to take some off-screen time because I will have to be sifting gravel. I will have to hammer the gravel because we are going to need some iron because we have to make an anvil and a weighted pressure plate, which requires that. And this as well requires iron. So we're going to need quite a bit of iron for me to do that. But I might make the automatic sieve first, or the autonomous activator. Let me look up the vacuum hopper. There's multiple ways to do this, and I'm basically just going to figure out the best way to do this. So I can make all of these basically. So I could go the method of the autonomous activators because you don't have to power them. Because the problem that comes with powering the auto sieve, because you can make a survival generator, but that didn't do much. There was a lava generator and some other things. I might make the autonomous activator, but we still need something to power the auto sieve, so we might as well make the auto hammer because, you know, it keeps it. It's just one last thing we really need. So I'll work on, we'll be working on that next time, basically. Because, yeah. So let's get ourselves some more XP. I'll just keep this bucket on me, and every time I go over there, I'll do it, or I'll move this. We got crops growing. We've got that. I think we're pretty good to go at the moment. I think that's it for this episode. We didn't cover too much, but we started a little bit of the farm. I wanted you guys to see me do those first couple achievements. And then otherwise, off screen, I'm going to collect some iron, and then we'll go ahead and build our contraption to get ourselves ready to go. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya!